And a very good morning to you. It is Monday morning, the 14th of June, 2021. And this is your friend Angus Buchan with a thought for the day. If we go to the book of 1 Kings, 1 Kings chapter 17, and I'm reading two verses from verse 15 to 16. So she went away and did according to the word of Elijah. And she and he and her household ate for many days. The bin of flour was not used up, nor did the jar of oil run dry, according to the word of the Lord which he had spoke by Elijah. God is looking for obedient and faithful children in these turbulent times in which we are living. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added unto you. You see, the widow only had enough food for one more meal. Then her and her little son would die of starvation. She had a choice to make. Was she going to obey the word of the Lord, or was she going to make a plan? She decided to obey the word of the Lord. And what happened? Her and Elijah had enough food for many, many days. Today, you and I have to make that same decision. Are we going to obey the word of the Lord in our lives, or are we going to try and do it in our own strength? We need to be obedient. But you say, but I don't have enough. No, you don't, but he does. He has more than enough, and we need to obey him. You know, I remember so clearly, like it was yesterday, in 2008, when we had that Mighty Men conference on the farm Shalom. We hired the biggest tent in the world. We had hardly any money. I remember we had 500 Rand in our savings account. It cost millions to hire that tent. Well, we stretched our faith, and eventually the mighty tent arrived. I think 17 Pantechnicons, 30-ton rigs brought it to the farm. When they erected it and we put the chairs inside, we had 30,000 chairs inside. I know, because my son-in-law cable tied each chair. And then my son came to me, another son, and he said, Dad, we need more money. I said, we don't have any more budget. He said, Dad, we need more speakers. I said, but you've got hundreds of speakers. He said, the sound team, the engineers have said there's only enough sound to go to a certain row of chairs, and after that, there is no more sound. I said, we can't. He said, Dad, if you don't, those men will hear nothing. I had a choice to make, just like you have a choice to make today, like the widow had a choice to make. I said, okay, let's continue to trust God. Go for it. He ordered more banks of speakers right to the end of the tent on both sides. But you know what was happening at the very same moment? A farmer was woken up by the Lord, a sheep farmer, and God told him to sell a flock of his sheep and to put the money in the campaign account, which he duly did. You know something? It was the exact amount that we needed to cover the cost of the speakers. I want to say to you today, just do what the Lord tells you to do, and he will undertake for you like he did for that widow and her little boy. God bless you and have a wonderful week. Goodbye.